Hello. I decided to come out on my porch, my back porch, to work on the demon arm prop a little bit because I barely ever use it, and Katie always comes out here and reads. And we let the cats out here. They like to come out and hang out, and it's lightly raining. You can hear on the metal roof. It just has a kind of a cool sound. It's quiet out, besides the rain, obviously. Today's Katie's first official working day at the zoo. She left the house at 6 o'clock in the morning, and she won't be home till probably about 7 o'clock at night. She works 7 till 6 is when she works. So yeah, but I also want to show the way I do the ends. If you're ever doing paper mache really of any type, I mean, I know I do this weird, masking tape version, but if you even do, wet paper mache or whatever, and you come to points like on the end of fingers or a horn or something, let's see the best way I can show this. If you take a piece of whatever you're using, tape or paper or whatever, and you sort of lay it over flat, and you fold it down like that, you can see, and then on the one side I've already folded it over itself. I crossed each side over, so basically just taking, I'm going to use my chin here to help, just taking each side and pushing them down. It just makes the fingertips, like you can see on this one, much cleaner looking, and when you paint them, I mean, you could even add little nails or something on the end of them, like little claws if you wanted to. It just makes it a little cleaner than having like a gnarled little weird piece of twisty paper at the end or something, or a piece of tape or anything, and it doesn't come unraveled. I have one prop that the fingertips keep coming unraveled because they weren't sealed on the end like that. So just a little tip. I'm gonna work on this while there's still some daylight left, and I'll update when more progress is done. All done finally. Besides maybe a few pieces of tape, popping up here and there, which always happens. Now I'm gonna paint, and if anything does pop up along the way and it won't stick back down, and the paint doesn't look like it's gonna keep it down, just put a little bit of Elmer's glue underneath that edge of the tape. But normally it's maybe 2 or 3 pieces. If you do a really good job and you smooth it down really well while you're putting the tape on, the skin on, it'll stay flat basically, as for the whole time up until you paint it. So anyways, now I just got to decide a color. Alright, so I'm getting your gift card, HF Spooky, so expect it. I don't know when I'll send it out. Let's say Thursday. You'll get it and send it out Friday or so. Cut! Okay, $400 like I promised. Oh wait, I mean $25. That's it. Woo! Here's a couple of really short clips of some really creepy, flowery cactus vines that we have in our yard and around our neighborhood that we saw taking a walk last night. These are, actually, our house is right over there. Kind of can see it. And we have these vines on 2 palm trees in our yard. And they are night blooming cirrus. Sort of like a cactusy like vine with little spikes all over it. And once a year they bloom. They all bloom at the same time, basically within the span of a few days. And right now there's only about 4 or 5 of them open on here, but they'll all be open the next couple days. They're super cool. They have so many layers to the flower, and they bloom at night. Obviously the name night blooming cirrus. And there are some little animals and stuff that feed on them. I think some bats do, but they're just pretty, and they smell good too. They have a pretty sweet smell. So does Katie. She smells sweet. Mm-hmm. I just so happened to find another vine of night blooming cirrus down the street and around the block from our house, growing on a fence. But it just goes to show that they all bloom the same exact time once a year. I have to apologize because I've been so used to not being on Shadow of Palms that I actually ended up forgetting to get on last night. And I remembered at like the middle of the day and like at 8 o'clock at night I even remembered. I'm like, okay, about an hour or so I'll jump on. And I think we made dinner and I started doing something else and that was it. I completely forgot. So I apologize. What I wanted to show on the chat was that I finished the demon arm, and let's see. I'm trying to get some decent light, but basically, you can see it's it's kind of hard to tell, but it's like a charcoal gray with almost like a greenish tint to it, and he has a black elbow, and then the top of the hand, I decided to kind of extra detail the knuckles and the tendons on the top, sort of like maybe he'd been scraping them up, or they're just sort of showing through the top of the hand a little bit. And then his palm and fingers are, I decided to do like completely black, like he's been digging through tar or something. And then he has a light colored palm and some highlights around the wrist. But I like the way he turned out. I'm satisfied. I did basically like 2 coats of paint on them and just kept mixing different colors to try to get the best weird demon-y color, I guess. And then after I finished that, I started on the legs for Katie's prop. Basically, I think it's going to end up turning into my prop. She's going to be working so much that she's not really going to want to do much when she gets home. But to get an idea, hold on. This is, you can kind of see. There's his head. It'll be about 1.5 feet tall or so, and he's gonna have wings, sort of like bat-looking wings, or maybe gargoyle-looking wings with some like holes in them, and just 2 little kind of claws at the end. But hey, I got 1 prop done that I was working on. I decided not to just jump right into doing more of the arms for the window scene and to kind of do one of these little creatures now. And yeah, so I'm getting some crap done, so good. And I apologize again that I missed Shadow of Palm. It sucks. I really wanted to get on, show stuff, see everyone. I haven't been on for a month now. But I guess that means I'll have to get on Sunday then. So if you see this and you want to say hi, I'll hopefully remember to be on Sunday. But I think that's it. I will talk to you guys later. You have a good day. Peace out.